Hi, my name's Chrissy, and this is a reading for Jason from Birmingham, who's recently contacted us. Hi there, Jason. I understand that you're quite concerned about work at the moment, and you want to know in which direction you should go. From the information that you've given, you seem to be sort of 40, 50-ish, I would imagine, from the information. And therefore, as you're in a semi-skilled job, I would say that looking at it from that perspective, there is some good news and there is some bad news where you're concerned. My spirit guides have tuned in to you and they're on your wavelength, trying to pick up exactly where you should go in the future with this and if you've got anything to worry about. One of the things that is coming through to me is the fact that you are quite depressed on the future due to, as I say, your age, the type of job that you're in, and the uncertainty in the company that you're with at the moment. That's perfectly natural, perfectly normal for somebody your age and sex, etc. But what you need to do is think about what you really want to do. I am sensing that the job that you're in, although you've been doing it for a number of years, you don't particularly like this role and you get frustrated with it, fed up with it, and sometimes, like a lot of people in work anyway, you wish you were doing something else. But I am sensing that there is something that you would really like to do in life, work-wise. I have a feeling it's linked towards a hobby. I see something along the lines of farming or outdoor work of some description, maybe gardening, something using your hands and something linked to nature. That seems to be where your ideal future will lie, where work is concerned. Of course, that's not to say that a job is just going to drop on your lap and it's going to be totally different to what you're already doing and what you know quite well. The thing that you've got to do now is to have a look at your life and your lifestyle and think about what I've just said about the area that you really want to go into. Ask yourself, could you afford to take on a role like that? Where gardening is concerned, which I feel is where this link is, it could well be that you could start your own business. There's plenty of scope out there for people to do gardening or planting or even get work in a gardening centre to get more experience or to help along those lines, or even start your own business linked to that area. There's plenty of scope and opportunity out there, and I feel that this is something that you are well suited for. Obviously, it will take time and investment and money, etc. But there's not, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you do this entirely on your own. You could check around for investors. You could draw up a business plan and go to the bank with it. Whatever you need to do, there is help out there to help you establish it and to get going with it. Even if you go to your local council, they'll be able to point you in the direction of where you could get help and guidance from any of the courses that they may be running, any qualifications that you may need, or even checking out with an agricultural college. As I say, it seems to me that this is the area that your expertise will shine through. But that's entirely up to you. Now, if you decide that you want to stick to the type of work that you're used to, even though you are showing dissatisfaction with it at the moment, then obviously what you need to do is approach your HR department, see what they can say, see if they can put you on the right track, something along those lines. Visit the job centre. Also, there are agencies that will offer casual work, temporary work, permanent work, all sorts of things. And quite often they'll test you in areas to establish what you're really good at. And from that, they can help you with things like sending you for interviews or anything that you need along those lines, telling you the type of qualifications, etc. So that might well be worth trying. The other thing that I am picking up at the moment is the fact that you seem to feel that you're on your own, but people around you, perhaps your partner, relatives, friends, or whatever, they will support you. You're a very nice person. Your personality comes across. You're a very gentle person, and you're somebody that people like helping because they respect you and they respect your opinions on things. So they would be more than willing to help if they could. So it's worth opening up to people letting them know what your situation is, letting them know that you're thinking of moving to a different type of work. Can they recommend anything? Can they suggest anything? You can even sit down with them and say, look, you know me, so what do you think I could do and make a sensible, well, a career out of it that is going to bring in the money, but on sensible lines, obviously. I mean, no point them saying, well, you'd make a very good astronaut, because unfortunately, I don't think you'd get very far if that was what you were aiming to do. So take on board what I've said, think about it. At the end of the day, it's your life. So the decisions that you make regarding everything to do with your life, they are down to you, not to other people. But all we can do is guide you. I've told you what I can see for you. I don't think you're going to have any worries. I see round about September, October time, things changing possibly into the area that you would like to go into. But remember, you can't just dive into something that you don't know anything about, including new jobs, etc. So you do need to give a little bit of time and thought to things. What you need to do now, as I say, is reassess everything that I've said, check it out with other people, find their opinions on it, and then decide from all the information that you've got exactly what your next step will be. As I say, it is your decision at the end of the day. All we can do is guide and advise you, as can anybody. So I wish you well on that. If you need any further help, please contact us. We're always here to help, and we would be delighted to hear if you get what you want in the end. That would be really nice. So we wish you well. Okay, so thank you for contacting us. Thanks. Bye-bye.